I think we're live. Yes, we're live. Hooray! So no one's here yet, but I'm just gonna talk to myself or the people watching afterwards because I've noticed that a lot of people have been rewatching my live streams, which is awesome. Slightly gonna tilt you as well. Huh, I'm thirsty. It's been really hot again today. It started raining like 10 minutes ago, but it's been super extremely hot, so stay hydrated. This is actually something I haven't drank before. It's mango tea by the brand that's been replacing Lipton all over the place. I'm not sure what they're called, but their mango green tea thing is super good. Hi, Cindy. It's awesome. Cindy mostly joins. Like if I want to live stream, I always go like, Cindy, are you around? Ah, Pickwick. No, it's Fuse tea. Cindy is right. It's the Fuse tea mango green tea thing. It's super good, but it's really, really sweet, like extremely sweet. But like with this weather, you need to stay hydrated and drink something. I also have my tall glass of water, as I usually have. But yeah, I was not bored today. I was actually working on some jewelry and I wanted to play with some makeup, so I did this makeup look. And then I was talking to some friends about my live stream of yesterday that was cut short because my battery died. So I've learned, and I actually have the charger with me today. Um, Excuse me. Burping happens. So yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna stay on here. It's not gonna be for hours. I'm just gonna see how it goes. It's just a casual Sunday hangout. If you guys want to talk about something, feel free to do so. And yeah, Cindy, burping happens a lot, especially when you make your videos. Well, I always cut out such things, but like right now I'm here, so I cannot cut it out. It's kind of awkward. And I just ate one of the nicest flavors of chips that we have. These ones. I try not to finish my entire bags in one go, so that's why there's a clip on it. It's the Lay's Sensation Thai Sweet Chili. If you're into spicy things, this is good. It's really good. It's one of my favorite ones. It's a bit more expensive, so I always wait until there's like 2 for 1 or 2 for 2 euros, etc. at Albert Heijn. So they are less expensive, but they are super good. But yeah, my mouth is slightly on fire, hence why I'm drinking so much probably right now. But yeah, if you want to know something, if you want to talk about something, shoot away, ask away. So yeah, there's another person joining. Hi, I'm not sure who you are, but welcome, Bal Zibul. I'm not sure if I've seen your name before, but feel free to slightly introduce yourself if you want to, of course. If you want to ask me some questions, go ahead. I'm here to talk with you guys. It's just a casual Sunday live thing that I've not been doing very often, but that I seem to enjoy more and more as I recognize more people in the chat box. It's really nice. So yeah, my hair is still almost as massive as it was yesterday. I went to sleep in it. I didn't brush it out, and then today I slightly brushed the top because it was really naughty. But it's still huge. Like I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for work tomorrow. I'm gonna try if I can brush it out without killing my hair. Otherwise, I might have to wash it again. But yeah, I really love the way my hair looks today, especially with these hair clips. I haven't been able to wear hair clips like these often, but I really love the way they look like with massive hair. And yeah, I just wish I could have massive hair all the time. That would be awesome. Not very practical, but yeah, awesome. And Cindy tells me to wear clips more often. Well, if my hair is like super flat, as it usually is, the clips just look weird because they kind of stick to my head. It's just weird looking. But if my hair is fluffy, I think I'm gonna do it more often. I also have like these crossbones, if I still have them, that I can put in. But yeah, I really like them. Well, Baltable, thank you for joining, even if it was short. Then yeah, maybe next time, and good luck with whatever you have to do. Was nice for you jumping in. And Yudun says that my hair clips fall out all of the time. Yes. If my hair is just like regular, like not crimped or not teased, etc., it's really smooth. So anything I try and put in my hair just slides out, not immediately, but after a few moments. So whenever I'm walking around, etc. So if I want to put like regular bobby pins in my hair, I always have to spritz a little bit of hair spray onto them for them to stick in my hair. Anything like these types of clips, they just fall out if I wear them in my regular hair without doing anything with them, because my hair is just so sleek. But yeah. And today I wanted to try one of the new makeup products that I got from Notoriously Morbid. As you all know, I'm obsessed with Notoriously Morbid. Today I tried one of their multi-chromes. I'm not sure how well my camera picks it up, but it's a color that shifts from blue to purple. I'm not sure if you can see it. So yeah, in some lights it looks blue and some it looks purple. I haven't seen the shift in the color too much yet. Oh, there's someone new joining. Hi, Dizzy, Carrie Ann. Welcome to my live stream. You're finally able to catch one of them. Yeah, I tried to do them on Saturdays, like at 7 or at 8. But yeah, every now and then, if I look a little bit pretty, like today I was doing makeup for no reason, then I will do live streams every so often. I try to announce them every time on both my Instagram and my Facebook, but sometimes I tend to forget. But yeah, I always announce them on my Instagram anyways. So yeah, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. If there's anything you want me to talk about, feel free to let me know. I'm here to talk with you guys. On my Sunday evening, I was making jewelry and doing makeup before this. It was really fun. But I thought that I could maybe talk a little bit with you guys. And I'm not sure if any of you are interested in makeup, but I used almost only this color today for all of my makeup, around my eyes at least. Most of the things that I've been using recently are by Notoriously Morbid, not just because I'm affiliate, but because the products are good. Like their liquid lipsticks are not as drying as the ones by Kat Von D, but they stay on really well. Like I don't think my glass has any, well, it's dirty, but like I don't think it has any lipstick of the lipstick I'm wearing today on it, which is really good. So kudos to Notoriously Morbid for making comfortable liquid matte lipsticks. And I'm not sure where you all are from. I know that my boyfriend is here with me, like he's literally sitting over there. Cindy's from Brussels. I'm not sure where you are from, Dizzy, Carrion, if you're from around or not at all. I'm not sure about the time zones either. Like if you're from the US, I would not know what time it is there. So yeah. And my boyfriend says that he's sitting over here. Well, he better be sitting in my house. He has to watch the cat, that the cat doesn't escape. Not that she wants to escape, she wants to sleep, but like, yeah. Our cat is like, she's so cute, but she can be a pain in the ass as well. So yeah. So Desi, you're from the US and you live in Texas, so it's Sunday morning. Okay, well, good morning. Here it is 5:40 in the evening. So we're about to eat dinner, and yeah, our weekend is almost over. But yours still has almost an entire day left, so that's awesome. But yeah, our cat, she wasn't allowed to go outside because of her breathing problems. So we let her onto our outside terrace area, and she was like curious about it, but she's not gonna escape. Well, I don't think so, at least. She's not very motivated to go anywhere else than somewhere comfy and sunny to sleep where she can have food, because every time we go into the kitchen she thinks she's gonna get food. So yeah. Our little Lucky is not so little anymore. She's almost a year old. Like, time flies by. So yeah, I hope you guys have something to maybe ask me, or that you want to know, or that you want me to talk about. I could ramble on about my cat or about makeup if you want, or I could try and ask my boyfriend to bring the cat. No? And now Jeroen is not gonna say anything. He's gonna be like, damn it. No, I love my cat. My cat is awesome. But she sleeps a lot. Like mostly she likes to sleep where we are. So when my boyfriend is in his desk working on Minecraft things or other things, then she will most likely be sleeping with him. If I'm home by myself, so if my boyfriend is working, then she will most likely sit somewhere around me, and I hear some noise. So I hope that the kitty is coming. It's like not hard at all to catch our cat. Our cat is like, she looks at you and she lets you grab her, most of the time at least. Okay. The kitty. You want to say hi? Okay. Hello. So that's Jeroen, for those of you wondering. And this is Lucky. So this is Lucky. And she doesn't like being held, but she's cool. She's so cute. And if you can hear it, I'm not sure if you can hear it. She actually breathes differently than other cats. Yes, I know. Sweetheart. I know. I know. Oh, me, oh, me. Not on me. Hey, rustig. Hey, hey. Whoops. I'm trying to keep her kind of with me, but she just want to go and play. Like, yeah. But she's really cute. She's really nice, and she's really. Sometimes she's cuddly, but right now she isn't. So this is her. This is Lucky, our tiny fluff ball, who unfortunately has white on her as well. I love my cat to bits, the little poo machine indeed. But because she has a lot of white hairs, all of my clothes are now fucked. Because black hair, I don't care as much that there's black hair on my black clothing, but like on my black clothing to have white hair, that's like not nice at all. And now she's just looking at me like, let me out. You gonna stay or not? The tiny one. So if you hear any weird noises, it's the cat because she's walking around in the room. I'm not sure if she's gonna find anything to play with that makes a lot of noise. If she does, I might put her outside so I can keep talking to you guys. But yeah, that was Lucky, my little poo machine. Yeah, and she decides to play with the only thing that makes a lot of noise. Hold on. Come here, Sha. Yes, I know. So say bye, Lucky. Bye, people. Bye, people. Yes, yes. Go ahead. Go play with Daddy again. Go have fun. Yes. Bye bye. Yeah, literally the only thing that makes a lot of noise in here she wants to play with, like typical cats. But yeah, I'm not sure what you guys want me to talk about. Shoot something at me. Otherwise, I might just talk about Minecraft because my boyfriend and I have been working on our server again, and we're actually looking into creating a hub, so a kind of world in between the worlds that we have, so that you can go from one to another. We are maybe thinking about getting some other players onto our server, except for ourselves, because right now it's just us and some friends playing. But because we've been able to improve our server for not a lot of money at all, we are maybe thinking about adding some people to the server. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of the glare. Yes, no more glare. Hooray! So yeah, about our server. So we have a Minecraft server that we play on. It's a creative server, so we build. But there's been people who've been wanting to play in survival mode in our server, like my brother, for example. So we've been thinking about making a copy of our current server, the way it is, the way we've built it, and to make it open for other people to play in, but not like the same one that we're still building on. Because if they destroy things, I'm gonna be really pissed. Because I think it's been 4 years since we started our server the first time. So it's been 4 years in the making that we've been playing on it. So there's a lot of things that we've built. We've built castles, we've built modern cities, like a huge city actually. There's a lot of things that we did in Minecraft already. So yeah. And I don't think most of you will have seen my tattoo yet, which is finally done, finished, finito, finally. So I got this skull that you can almost entirely see, done last year, I think, or maybe the year before even, by Isa Tattoo in Brussels. And he's actually gonna leave. And before he left, I was like, yeah, but I want to finish my upper arm. So we decided to make a half sleeve. And Cindy says that it was last year. So yeah, it was last year that I got my skull done. I think it was about the same period, like March, April, maybe. Um, so I got my skull done last year, and I really love it. Like it goes up to here, from here to there. But I really wanted a full upper arm tattoo sleeve done by the same person because I think it gives a lot more cohesion to a piece. So then we decided to put Liliana, which is my main character that I play with in Magic the Gathering, on the inside of my arm. This is not actual artwork of her. This is a drawing that my tattoo artist did of her based upon several artworks that I sent him. And then we continued the sleeve with baddies, like evil looking bats, and they are based upon one of the cards in my Magic the Gathering deck as well, which is pretty awesome because now I have a really cool half sleeve tattoo that represents me as a person. Because, well, I play Magic the Gathering, I don't play it as often as I want to, but I do really like it if I play it. It's just that I really have to concentrate when I do because like it's so complicated, and especially if you're playing against experienced players, they will just get you on forgetting some sort of ability that your card has, etc. So yeah, my upper arm on my right arm is half done. Well, the upper part is done. I do want more tattoos, but I have to be able to hide them from my job. So that's why I only go like up to above my elbow, because I wear half sleeve t-shirts, like sleeves that cut off here. So I have to be able to get my tattoos underneath those sleeves. And I do have plans for this arm, which is still completely bare. And I've actually recently, well, Friday, discovered that my city has a really good tattoo studio, which I was not aware of because it's a private art gallery. Well, they're a tattoo studio, but they like announce themselves outside of the building that they are in as a tattoo gallery. So I have seen their sign outside multiple times, but I just walked by it and never thought twice about it. But on Friday, for some reason, I decided I wanted to take a picture of it. And when I saw those tattoo artists, I know why they don't make a lot of publicity. They are so goddamn good. It's like the fixed artists are good. They are at a good level for Belgian tattoo artists, but they have a lot of guest artists, which are mostly Russians, I've noticed. And oh my god, they are extremely good at realism tattoos. So yeah, I'm not looking into getting a realism tattoo right away, but one of the artists also does a lot of black work. Oh, and one of my followers, Theo Hartzar, has joined in the meantime. Hi, Theo. It's nice to see you. Out of my regular content, like outside of my videos, I think you are one of my most loyal followers, like people who subscribe to me, etc. So, hi. I am already working on my May music favorites and new releases, and I'm really looking forward to your reply to that video. For those of you who haven't seen those videos, Theo is one of my commenters that leaves me a lot of things to listen to, and I have discovered some very good things thanks to him. So thank you, Theo, for commenting on my music videos every single time, and my other videos, of course. But yeah, especially on my music videos with the music suggestions, I really appreciate it because I love discovering new music. New music is awesome. And on the topic of music, today has been a metal day, which hasn't happened in a very long time. I usually don't listen to metal as often anymore, but today I was playing like one of my Spotify lists on shuffle, and a few Moonspell songs came up. So now I've been listening to Moonspell almost the entire afternoon, especially to Night Eternal, the album from 2008. I think that has to be my favorite album by them. Especially the first three songs, A Tragic Heights, Night Eternal, and Shadow Song, are really good, and they kind of make a whole. So yeah, for those of you wondering, my other computer, so this is my laptop that I'm filming on, my actual computer screen is behind you guys, so I can kind of read the Moonspell things. And Tio says, "You're welcome. I discovered a lot of awesome new music in your videos. Thank you for sharing your music taste." You are very welcome. I'm really trying to have a variety of music in my videos. So my favorites are just the 5 songs that I've listened to most that month. I try not to repeat myself because sometimes it happens that 2 months following each other I listen to the same songs. So we'll pick the next one in line. And for the new releases, I've been using the website Electrorackle, which is pretty good. But I've noticed that I don't list everything. Like That Watch Asia has been having a lot of new music as well. That was not on Electrorackle. So I'm kind of trying to find a way to have everything on one website. I know in Belgium there's also Peekaboo Magazine, who are a magazine that reports on the electronic goth music, but they don't have a lot like new releases announcements. They do reviews once the album is out, but they don't like announce like this is coming up, etc., which is a pity because I would love to like find more new music. And this month has been really good. Like the new Lords of Acid album has come out. I was really hyped about it because of the first song that they released. But I must say I was disappointed by the rest of the album because it kind of sounds how I'm gonna say this politely. It sounds not hypey enough. It's not active enough. Like the one song that they have pre-released that was like the announcement of the album, that one was pretty good. But then afterwards, like when I heard the album, I was not like impressed by it. But it's still good that there's new music coming out. So yeah. And Theo says, same when I share my favorites in the comments, I try not to repeat myself. Yeah, you can of course listen to a lot of the same bands. That's normal. Like Aesthetic Perfection has a lot of really good songs, but Aesthetic Perfection also does a lot of remixes of songs. So I tend to listen to a lot of Aesthetic Perfection in general. But to me, that also includes like the remixes that he has done for other artists. And if I would have to mention every single month Aesthetic Perfection, I think you guys would grow tired of those videos because I do listen to him a lot. So yeah, Theo, if you might have any questions you would like to know, just ask away. I'm here just to talk to you guys casually. I'm not gonna stay for very long because it's Sunday and I want to hang in my couch and watch TV. The new anime episode of the anime that we both watch has come out. Oh, Jalen, hi! Jalen is, for those of you who don't know, an amazing YouTuber who makes motion, I'm not sure what it's called, animation videos, and they are super funny. Like the last video you did was like super funny. I really love it. If I could do similar things, I would, but I'm just not able to. So if you guys haven't checked out Jillian's channel yet, go search for her. She's super amazing. She deserves more likes, more followers. She's awesome, and she deserves more love than she's already getting. And Cindy has come back. I hope that Cindy had a nice dinner. Say hi to Kiro and to Kaya from me if they're near you. I suppose they are. They're always near you. So, and for those of you who don't know, Cindy has a cat and a dog. The dog is named Kiro and the cat is named Kaya, and they are both super cute and they get along super well. It's really cute to see. She sends me a lot of pictures like of her cat and her dog together sleeping on each other, etc. Okay. So yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, anything you want me to talk about, ask away. Yesterday was my recording day, so yesterday I recorded one video on how to do this really nice and massive hair, which is in its second day, and that I barely had to do anything to get it looking good again. I have slept on it, obviously. I have kind of brushed the top part out because it was really itchy from all the knots that you put in when you tease it. But yeah, I think it still looks good. Like day 2, this works. And I'm kind of like trying to find what I'm gonna do for the Amphi festival that we're going to. I am most likely gonna crimp my hair, but not gonna tease it, because also just the crimped hair will stay good for the entire festival, which will be awesome anyway. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what my hair looks like, but I just prefer doing something to it than to having it just play its usual flat self. Like you can see on my fringe that that's the way my hair naturally is, like super flat. And Cindy says that her dog is eating the leftovers and her cat is playing outside. Cindy says, yeah, just crimping and dry shampoo for the poof. And the other reasons, yeah. So yeah, I usually just crimp my hair and then put some hairspray on it. I've actually recently been using a new hairspray that is way better than the Got to Be Glued. It also by Got to Be. I think it's called the Extreme Volume. It's like a bright pink, like can of hairspray. I don't have it here. It's in my bathroom, and I'm not gonna go run and get it. But you will see it in the video that will come out, I think next week or the week after, because I've also have a makeup video planned on how to contour for pale people. So that might be up next week, and otherwise the hair video, one of those, anyways. And then Jalen asks, are you going to Wave Gothic, Treffen, or Mira Luna next year? I'm not sure yet. It all depends on my job and my boyfriend's job and the holidays that we can get. We have been looking into getting to the Wave Gothic Treffen. Mera Luna doesn't speak to us as much because it's really far away. It's in Hildesheim, which is even further away than Leipzig, and Leipzig already is a 8-hour drive for us. So it's really, really far. Also, Mera Luna is kind of a mix between gothic and metal, which I appreciate, but I would rather go to like a fixed metal festival or a fixed goth festival. So the mix between the two of them is kind of, it's okay. I get where they're coming from, but for me, it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think I will be going to the Mera Luna. I'm not saying I will never go. Like, if they ask me, if they give me free tickets, I might go, but like, I'm not sure. Theo says, I'm still trying to figure out where I can make videos in my apartment. There's almost no space there. Have you any suggestion how I can solve this problem? Well, I used to live into a very tiny apartment with my boyfriend before we moved here. And the thing that kind of saved my life, which I still own because I still use it from time to time, I don't know if you can see it. It's over there, even further away. That thing, this thing. This is a screen. It's a fold screen, so you can like fold it and put it behind you. So you can use the screen. This is harder than it looks. You can use this thing, just fold it open, put it behind you, and then put your camera in front of you. It's better that you are like in front of the a window or somewhere where you have light. And over here, I have two soft boxes. These are very old soft boxes, these two things. One of them is brighter than the other, which is totally crap. This is a tripod from Hama. It was 25 euros and it is extremely good. So if you're looking into getting a tripod, if you don't have one yet, I can highly recommend those. They fold up really small as well. So I usually will fold it up and put it there next to the folding screen. And yeah, I got a ring light as well, which I use especially if I'm making beauty videos or trying to make like really pretty pictures. But I have to be honest, like it's not a necessity at all. I don't use it for half of my videos. I most of the time just use my soft boxes because I think they give almost the same result. They just don't give the ring in the eye. But yeah, I think the screen thing is the best tip for if you're working in a confined space to have a good looking background. Because it will definitely help. You can just put it right behind you and it will hide all the mess that is behind you. And it is what I have done for a very long time. And if you have one of those screens, you can, of course, also buy fabric to put over them to kind of change it up. So whenever you see me using it's kind of a beige color with crosses on it. If you see me using that one, it means I'm using that thing behind me with fabric on top of it. So yeah, it's very hard if you have like no space to actually film. I used to film in front of the bookcase with that thing behind me, with my two lights in front of me and then my tripod, because we had literally no space. I had to scoop over the table, make sure I had room to film. Yeah, it was fun. Fun times. I'm glad we're not there anymore. um, I have missed a lot of things. Cindy has subscribed to Jalen, which is awesome. Cindy, watch all of her videos and comment on them. They are so cool. Like her God confessions thing was like, yeah, very, very good. What does Yurun say? Sure hope so. What do you hope, sweetie? For those of you who don't know, Jeroen Seus is my boyfriend. He's over there. And yeah, he likes to watch my live streams as well and comment and ask me fun things or bring me drinks if I need them. Not that I need them because I still have water, or bring the cat, etc. That's what boyfriends are for. No, it's not true. So Jalen says that a heart to Cindy Cahill. So yeah. Um, do, 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 do. Jalen has screenshotted something. I'm not sure what. Maybe that Cindy has subscribed. And Anaka Star has come by as well. Hello and welcome. So yeah. Tio already has a tripod. Okay, a tripod is a very good beginning. There are almost no free walls. The only possibility for me is to set up a screen in front of my wardrobe. Yeah, yeah, I think that could perfectly work as long as you have like room to put your camera in front of you. I think it will work. If your wardrobe has like plain things on it, like hold on. If your wardrobe is plain like this, you could also perfectly use it as a backdrop for your videos. I like it that my backdrop is this thing, but it can be very distracting to people. So if you don't feel comfortable filming in front of a bunch of stuff, well, I arrange this stuff to look good, in my opinion. Then you could just film in front of something that is kind of bare. So that's why I used to use the screen a lot. Uh, Oops, excuse me. Unfortunately, there are mirrors on my wardrobe. Yeah, one of those fold-up screens would be perfect, I think, for you to use behind you and put it up in front of the wardrobe. I think I got mine from IKEA or Beba or someplace else. If you go to like home decor stores, they tend to have them. I'm not sure how much that one was. I think it was about 35 euros, which is okay. Or if you can get on top of your wardrobe and maybe hang a piece of fabric behind you, that could also work. But then you would have to be able to find a large enough piece of fabric. You can get those at fabric stores, but I'm not sure if it's going to be more helpful than maybe something you can just fold open and put behind you. So yeah. And Jeroen says that we would like to go to Wave Gothic Travel. Yes, we want to go. Um, I'm getting my new car pretty soon, and then I'll be able to drive more comfortably. But we're gonna have to take like an entire day to get there, maybe two even, because it's a very long drive, and I'm the only one driving. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Well, maybe by then I'm gonna be able to drive for 8 hours straight. Well, not straight, but like for 8 hours in a day. But still, it's a lot of hours of sitting in one car. Tio says, I'll try what would work the best. Thank you for your suggestions. Yeah, I hope it works out for you. If you still need any help with maybe finding a setup, you can always ask me. I'm here to help. Maybe you have seen my very first YouTube videos that is like super cringy because it was in my old room. I did not use any artificial lighting. I was talking really quietly, so it was really awkward. I'm gonna continue reading the comments. Cindy says, which color will the new car be? No more red little big bug. Yeah, no, my car is gonna be very boring. It's gonna be gray. Pepane has joined. Hello, Pepane. You've told me at Infected that you wanted to try and join me in one of my live streams. Well, you have succeeded. So hi. Jill Lynn says that she loves the skull behind me. I think you mean that one. It's a saving jar, like a money bank. There's no money in it. I just like it for its aesthetic reasons, and it has a bat on top of it, like sitting on top of the skull. It's really cool. I think it's from Nemesis Now or something similar. They have a ton of them. Jeroen has one that has like a mouse and a bug crawling on top of it. It's really cool. They look semi-realistic. I also have several other taxidermy things there. I have a deer skull. I'm trying to look what's behind me. I have some bones over there in a little jar. Those are the bones that I make my jewelry pieces with. But yeah, I really like some skulls. I would love to have more. And Theo says there's only one problem I can't really prevent: background sounds. Um, what could you do for that? Get a directional camera, microphone, sorry. Um, but like if you have a small camera, that's not going to work. You have to have like a DSLR camera in order to put an external mic to it, I think. Maybe some of the handheld cameras nowadays have it too, but like directional microphones are really good of getting rid of background noise. We live in the center of a city, so there's always noise around here as well. So yeah, I have to be careful as well sometimes when I'm filming, not to have too much background noise, also because of the cat who's running around. But directional microphones solve all of those things. There's also those tiny microphones that you can attach to your collar, etc. I haven't used those before, but that could work as well. But I would first just try and start making videos and then just see what goes, what doesn't go. You don't have to publish your first videos. You can also put them on private and show them to a few people only. Yeah, it all depends what you're comfortable with. It's all about figuring out what works, what doesn't work. And if you want to invest in equipment, I would try to maybe recommend you some things. If you don't want to, then work with what you have and see what you can do. Um, Cindy says, I did like you revising your old videos. It was very cringy. Like, I've changed so much. The main thing that has made me change as a person was moving out of my parents' houses. So I used to live both at my dad's and at my mom's, like they live separately. But once I moved in with my boyfriend, I just became myself because I didn't have to hide my piercings, didn't have to hide my tattoos. I could just be me. And that was like the main thing that has changed for me and has made me more comfortable and confident in what I'm doing. So everyone was saying hi to Pepin. Jeroen says, I got a jar of bones. Yeah, we have bones in the house. And Pepin also has the one with the fly in the mouth. Jeroen has his Vietnam helmet, like the reenactment thing he has on top of it or next to it. I'm not sure. But it looks really cool. Like, Pepin, you should ask him to send you a picture of it. Like, he has a lot of military stuff and it just fits in. Then Cindy says, Lucius Handel has good taxidermy pieces. Got my bet from her. All the pieces she uses are either born dead or died a natural death. Lucius often had facts, etc. Okay, that's really cool because I have a stolp. I'm not sure what it's called in English. That thing here. And right now I have a clock inside of it, a gargoyle clock. So it doesn't make too much sound. But I actually would like to have a bat taxidermy piece. I'm not sure yet if I want like the bed that is spread out in a frame or if I want like a hanging bed or something similar. But I would like, if I have a big bed or something else, I would like to put it under a stolp. I'm not sure. If someone knows the English word for stolp, please let me know because I don't know. So yeah, I want to put something taxidermy behind me still, next to the flowers and the other stuff that I have going on in my background. Theo says the microphone thing sounds good, but I'll have to look which I can afford. They're quite expensive. Well, I have a Rode video mic, and it was 70 euros for the entry level one. So depending on what your budget is, that could be expensive, that could be not expensive. I have saved up for a lot of my YouTube things. Like I use my camera and my other equipment for other things than just YouTube. So I could kind of like talk myself into going like, it's okay for buying these things. So I also buy different lenses, etc. But I also use them for photography and for product photography for my Etsy. So I use my things for other things than just making YouTube videos, which helps. Jeroen says it is next to it. So yeah, his skull is next to his helmet. Um, Theo says I have a small camcorder, so I can't attach a microphone, but I could connect it directly with my PC while I'm recording. Okay, so that could be very handy. I think that Jeroen has a Logitech microphone that is like, I'm not sure. It's for when you use like Skype or TeamSpeak, etc. And it's actually a very good microphone as well. It's also a directional one, so it doesn't pick up everything around you. It just picks up your voice. So it filters out a lot of the sound. And I think that one came for 25-ish euros. It's one that's meant for live streaming, etc. So you really don't need something expensive. I would recommend, if you are filming with a camera and recording your sound with something else, to do the clap thing, like you clap in your hands, and that's when you know where to sync your audio and your video together, because otherwise it could be very hard for you to get your video and your audio synced together. Pepin says that it's cool that Jeroen has skulls. Yeah. Then Jalen asks, how's the weather over there? The weather here in New York State is bipolar. Well, Belgium is always like, you never know what to expect. Like the past week, it's been very hot, but we had thunderstorms every single night. So it's been between 25 and 30 degrees the entire week. Yesterday and today have been extremely, excruciatingly hot. I do not stand the heat. I hate the heat. Like, go away, heat. Like, I even shut the blinds of my windows to kind of keep the heat out a little bit. Fortunately enough, we live into a like brand new apartment space, so they are meant to be very well isolated. So whereas outside it's 30 degrees, I think here inside it's 22, 23 degrees, which is fine. So yeah. Cindy says, I sent you the link in private message later on. You can always message her to receive a piece and ask for Rojas in Interfax. She's from the Netherlands. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if we're gonna go to facts. When's the next edition? It was in April, and I think the next one is in October. So we might be going. Yeah, please send me the link to our website. I would love to have a look, because I really like taxidermy, and Lucky, our cat, hasn't been jumping on top of my shelves. So I think it's a pretty secure area to put taxidermy pieces because she doesn't go onto it. So. And Theo says, well, my camera is still recording the sound, but I'll delete the soundtrack of my camera when I edit the video and put the soundtrack of my mic instead. Yeah, I think that could work. But it's very important, unless you can hit start on both of them at the exact same time, that you use like a clapping method or something, that you can synchronize them. Or yeah, you synchronize them and then delete the cam sound. Most editing software programs allow you to do that. But if you're using Windows Movie Maker or Apple, I'm not sure what it's called, iMovie, I'm not sure if they allow two tracks to be there at the same time. It could be that they have, but I'm not sure. I know that the editing software that I use, which is Corel, you can have over 5 soundtracks over each other, etc. So yeah, I think personally that's gonna work for you. I hope at least. Mm. You're going to use Sony Vegas Pro. So you're going to start at the top level immediately. You're not going to start like me on Movie Maker, which is good. Like the editing software was just the worst because you could not overlay things. You could only use like the standard built-in text things that they had. Oh, those were the days. So yeah, if anyone else has questions, Pepin, if you want to know something cool, just ask. I'm still here. I'm not gonna stay for very long. I'm gonna stay maybe until 1 hour, so 15 minutes still. because we still have to eat, etc. And I still have to watch anime with my boyfriend, which is very important. We have been watching the new Sword Art Online or Gun Gale Online, whatever it's called nowadays. It's very good. So if anyone is into anime and hasn't seen the new season of Sword Art Online yet, watch it. It's very, very good. Cindy, Movie Maker was so bad. I'm glad you recommended me Coral when we did our first collab. Yeah, I used to use Movie Maker and iMovie, but like, yeah, if you can just take something else, and most editing softwares have like a free trial. So if you get the free trial and then afterwards they ask you to purchase the software, they will often give you a discount on these software. So instead of 70 euros, I think it was 35 euros. I have bought Carol in a store, a physical store, for 75 euros, which considering, oops, sorry, which considering how often I use it is not a bad price at all. And recently I've updated my Corel to the newest version. I don't notice a lot of difference, to be honest. But yeah, I like Corel for editing, and it's the editing software I'll be using always for my videos ever since I got. I haven't changed. I haven't tried other things in the meantime because, well, I like it. Um, Theo says, beside this, my younger brother is already making videos and he's really good at editing. If I can do it, I'll let him edit. Yeah, I want someone to edit my videos for me as well. That would save me a lot of time. Like filming the video takes up a bunch of time, but editing it, for me personally, it takes about 3 times the same time. Like if I spend 1 hour filming, it will take me 3 to 4 or even 5 hours editing the software, editing the footage into a video that I find enjoyable. So yeah. Cindy says Sword Art and check Corpse Party out if you can. Uh, Yudun has to take note of anime recommendations. He's in charge of anime and forcing me to watch anime. Like I've been halfly watching Tokyo Ghoul with him. I'm not following the entire storyline that's been going on, but I really like the artwork and the style of animation, etc. that they have. The only anime I actually really watch is Sword Art. And Anakastar asks, what are your favorite anime series and movies? I've been trying to get back into it. So I used to watch a lot more anime than I do now. I think Hirun is gonna have to help me on this because he's the master of knowing what anime we watch. Um, so I used to watch Fairy Tail, and I say used to watch because I have like a lot of filler episodes. And once I started having too many filler episodes, I kind of like bailed out on it. Yurun says Black Clover. I'm not sure which one it is, but I must have watched it possibly. Log Horizon was also very good. It's also based more or less on the same idea as Sword Art Online, but they're not stuck in the game, like they're not gonna die. I think they are stuck in the game, but like okay. Black Clover is with the same voice as Natsu. Is it the one with the dragon, the weird dragon thingy thing that I've been halfly watching? Yurun also watches Full Metal Panic. I'm not sure if I have watched it. It's possible. There was a very good series a few years ago of like the hotel space with the dead people that go there. I'm not sure. Jeroen, if you know what I'm talking about with the people with the special eye things, and then with the challenges that the two people who were dead had to do against each other to see who ends up in hell and who doesn't. That one was really good. That one I personally really enjoyed. It's one of my all-time favorite anime that I've seen. In the meantime, someone new has joined. Hello, it's Jade Mendes or Jade Mendes. Hello, welcome to my live stream. I'm only gonna be here for 10 more minutes, so if there's something you want to really know or want to ask me, feel free to do so. Right now, we're kind of talking about anime. I'm gonna see what people have been saying in the comment section. Cindy Cahill says, let's edit each other's videos once as a challenge. Yeah, I think that would be hilarious, but also very terrible. Like, I would over edit yours and you would under edit mine. I think that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna make my video into a half blooper video, and I'm gonna make your video way too short and way too like try to make it perfect. But it could be fun, like maybe for one of our next collabs that we're gonna do, we could do that. Like, Sydney, come over. um, so Yurun has been mentioning a lot more anime. So Anaka, if you want anime recommendations, watch what Yurun Seus has been writing. He's the anime expert of our relationship. He's dragged me into watching anime. I do enjoy it, but I'm really bad at names. Like half of the things I know what they look like, but I have no clue of the name of the anime. Cindy also says that Summer Wars was quite good, but it's more a movie. Okay. Theo says it would be hilarious too. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. If Cindy and me would make like the same day in the same area, make a video, each their own video, and then have the other one edited, I think it would be pretty hilarious. Like we were gonna do some other challenges together, but maybe we should do it like separately and have the other one edited. Like that might work. That might be even more fun than just doing the challenge. But yeah, Cindy has to come here again soon. The weather's nice. The cat can go outside on the terrace now, so that's also very nice. Like that, she doesn't have to stay indoors all the time, but she cannot go outside. Outside, she cannot leave like the terrace that she's on. So yeah, we have to meet up soon. We do. She's tried to get at my tattoo appointments in Brussels, but my timing for making my tattoo appointments apparently is very bad because it's been on a national strike day. Not a strike, a manifestation day. So there were like a lot of people protesting in the streets. The trains were really full, and some of the public services weren't functioning. Like the buses weren't driving in all the regions. I know there were some problems with the subway stations as well, but like the regular trains were riding, which was good because otherwise I would have missed my final session with Miko, which would have been terrible because I would not manage to live with like a half finished arm. No, even 1 month was too much for me. So Jalen has subscribed to Cindy as well. So that's very good. Good job, you guys. You have subscribed to each other. If there's anyone else in here who has a YouTube channel, let us know so we can go and have a look. I try and if I enjoy your content, I will subscribe. I am more of a like held back person on YouTube. Like I will comment on some videos, but I will not. Most of the time, I am watching YouTube videos when I'm doing something else. Like when I'm working on jewelry, I will have YouTube videos playing on my screen that is in front of me. When I'm doing my makeup, I will most likely have YouTube videos playing next to me or music on. So that's why I don't comment a lot on other people's videos because I'm not like 100% dedicated on YouTube. I'm just watching when I can because there's so much good content coming out. So yeah. And Anaka has gotten a lot of recommendations anime-wise from both Yurun and Cindy, which is awesome. Theo says, now there's only one thing left, the language of my videos. Should I use English, German, or Turkish, or all three? I would personally say English. Why? Because it's like the most spoken language on YouTube, in my opinion at least, and it makes it easier for a lot of people to understand you. Most people understand English, even if they don't speak it or they don't know how to reply. Or otherwise, you would have to put subtitles on your videos because I understand German more or less, but most of the German YouTubers that I watch, I will have to put on subtitles, even if it's the automatically generated ones, to understand fully what they're saying because it just goes too fast. I personally don't understand Turkish, so if I would want to watch your videos, I would either have to subtitle them or like have you have subtitles on. So yeah, I personally would recommend English. It's also what I do. My native languages are Dutch and French, And then comes English for me, it's my third language, and then German, which is my fourth language, but I don't use it frequently. Pepijn, I want to have an active YouTube account, but find it hard to start and keep content flowing. Well, the main thing for me that has helped me, if I can find it, hold on. I'm gonna have to try and see. I'm not sure what it is. I have a bullet journal. And in my bullet journal, I write down my video ideas as I go. So often I am sitting in the couch watching TV and I see content on TV. I'm like, oh, I can make a video about this topic or that topic. And I will write it down. And afterwards, when I'm working on preparing what I'm going to film, I will just go through that list if I'm not inspired already to make something. And then I will take one of those topics and make a video about it. Something that is very good as well is having something monthly. Like what I'm doing this year is I'm doing my monthly music favorites and new releases. And this is one video every month that I am making no matter what. And it's very easy to keep up with. So people know that every single month I will be making my monthly music favorites and new releases, and they can look out for that. Even if they're not interested into the makeup, into the hair, into the fashion, I think most people into the alternative scene are into the music, because I think that music is being alternative. Like the music is, for me personally, the biggest part of being alternative. You can take away my fancy clothing and my makeup, etc., but don't take away my music. Like for me, it's the main thing about the alternative scene. So yeah, not everyone can be into everything about the scene. Like I know most male are not interested in how I do my makeup and how I do my hair, but I think most people are interested into the new music that's coming out, because people are saying the scene is dead, there's no new music being released. Well, they're wrong. There's a lot of good things coming out. You just have to look for them a little bit harder than before, because they're not being shared as much as they used to be. um Then Cindy says, Pepijn, maybe something vegan related, food discoveries of the month, etc., or beauty products, etc., etc. I'm not sure if Pepijn would be into beauty products. But yeah, Pepijn, take something that is you and use that as a source of making videos. Like if you like gaming, talk about your favorite games, like monthly gaming news or something. I'm not sure what you're into. You could make videos about you juggle and you do all sorts of cool tricks. Maybe do some videos showing off. Like, yeah, exactly. Like make it about the things that you can do. Make it you, because that's the most important thing. If you're not you on your YouTube channel, then people will not stay and watch, because they will know, they will catch on that it's kind of a show that you're putting on, and they will not stay there. And I see that happening to a lot of channels who want to be like picture perfect, like beauty content, etc. Well, that's not gonna last forever. So yeah. Tio says, I think I'll mainly use English, but I'll also use the other languages as well. Yeah, I think that could be good. Like if you have certain topics that are related more to Germany or to German things, you could make those in German. If you have things that are more related to Turkey, well, you could make them in Turkish, or yeah, you could find a way to include those languages. I personally don't. I have made like the how many languages I speak video, but that's about it. Unless I have like only Dutch speaking people in my live stream, I will not be speaking Dutch. And I have to drink again. This is how you notice that I'm not used to talking for an hour straight. My voice is slowly dying. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly try and read what you guys have been saying. Jalen says, I sometimes feel bad that not every video I make is gothic. There's so much variety I want to work with. Well, you don't have to make goth related videos if you don't want to. You can make them about anything you want. I personally am very guilty of watching a lot of cat videos. So if you would make like an animated thing about if you have a cat or cats, that would be awesome. If you make it about something completely different, that could also work. Like you just have to do what makes you you. For me, it's mainly goth and being alternative. And that might be very superficial because it's a lot about hair and makeup, but I try to give it a tiny bit more depth, like with the Jobs for God series that I try to keep up with, although I don't know what the next part will be because I don't know what people want from that series anymore. I get people asking me for personal advice, and I will try and give them personal advice, but it's very hard. And I don't want to just put someone's case study out there. So I'm not sure where to go with the Jobs for God series. I am working on making my subculture series that I used to do on my blog again, but in YouTube format, because I've been getting a lot of questions like, what is God? What's the difference between cyber God and Victorian God, etc. So I might do a subculture series, although I am not an expert on every single subculture within the God scene because I only fit into certain ones. But like, that's how I see what I want to make on my channel. I take what makes me me and I see what surrounds it, like DIY videos, etc. That's also something I really enjoy making. Um, I'm Papan says I have made a few videos, but I'm never satisfied. I'm never satisfied with my videos either. I just stop editing at a certain point. And that's when I'm like, this is good enough. It has to be good enough, and people watch it, so that's good. What you could also do is put them on private on YouTube, so not public, and just share them with a few people asking for advice. I used to just put my videos out there, and then I had Cindy and Jeroen and other people who just taught me like, yeah, that was good, but maybe you could work on this and that and that. And that's really helped me. But it's only by making videos that you can get better at making videos. So yeah. Um, Cindy says that she personally likes content that's more of a variety. Yes, I like that too. Like if people just make beauty videos every single week, I find it boring, and I will skip some. So I have to be completely honest as well. Then Theo says maybe if I make a video in which I don't speak, I could make 3 voiceover videos with each language. Yes, that could totally work. That could very well work. I would not know how you would spend your time making that video because I think you would have to like do the voiceover 3 times in the 3 different languages, but I think that could work. I would well try to make it very noticeable from the picture that you're using as the tab of the video, like the picture you click on. I'm bad with remembering the names of things, but like if you make the picture the thumbnail image very noticeable which one is which language, then I think it could work. Because otherwise it might be confusing for people. Like there's 3 times the same video and they might not notice the difference in the title, so you have to make the thumbnail image like a lot different from each other, like maybe give it a different color border, etc., to really highlight which video is which language. Jalen says the Gothic tags the community on YouTube come up with are so fun to do, and that she's definitely doing those videos. So I think it's a variety of content that she makes. So yeah, I like tag videos as well. There's just not a lot of fun tag videos out there anymore that I haven't done yet. So if anyone knows of any fun tag videos that you want to see, just let me know. Like I want to do tag videos. I often do them here in my live streams because it's a good way to get a conversation started. So yeah, if you want to see any tag videos, let me know which ones you want to see, and I will try and make those. Then Pepin says, I only have 1 video up at the moment because I feel not cringy showing it to the world. Okay. My first videos were very cringy. Like if you scroll back to the first videos that are online on my YouTube channel, they are extremely cringy. If I look back at them right now, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? What the fuck was I doing? So yeah, I know where you come from, and if you need help on like what am I doing, what should I be doing, you can always ask me. Like I'm one of your friends, or at least I hope I'm one of your friends. Like just send it to me. I don't judge. I come from a very bad place as well, like video making wise, and most of it honestly comes from being confident when you make her video. If you are confident, if you don't have the stage fright in front of the camera, then I think it will help because the editing will be easier. Then Cindy says, I also enjoy tech videos and challenges. Maybe Amy could help with the subcultures. Yeah, maybe she could. I think with certain ones, I could definitely use her help. But I'm gonna start with the ones that I am most confident with. And we'll see how the videos goes. Like if they get a very bad response, then I'll just stop doing the series. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. It's not for a very near future. I have a lot of videos planned around the festivals, so I'm gonna do a festival preparation video, etc. So I want to do those first, and then afterwards, after like the festival season and the summer is over, I think that's when I'm gonna be starting my subculture series. So I have a little bit more time to prepare them because you have to use a lot of information and compromise or compress it into like a consumable format. Like I'm personally not a fan of making 20 to 30-minute long videos. I like to keep it within 15 minutes. And I'm very frustrated with myself if I don't manage to. Now, some videos, like my rewatching my old videos, have to be a bit longer because you're rewatching content. But yeah, I like to have my videos kind of shorter and yeah, help people find what they want and not have them watch a super long video to find it. Tio says I would put a flag background for each language into the thumbnail, UK for English, German for German, and Turkey flag for Turkish. Beware of the English flag for English because Americans might get offended. Like maybe use blue for English, red for Germany, and I'm not sure what the color of the flag is of Turkey, but like one of the colors of the flag, or maybe yellow for German, or black border for German, or something. And besides that, you would make the titles in that certain language. Yeah, that definitely helps because people will see the title and will be like, what language is this? So that would help. Yeah, I think that could work. And then making playlists. Yeah, I think making playlists is a very good way to make three times the same video separated. But like if people go onto your channel and they only see the icons, it could be confusing if they don't know what is what. Pepin says at Tio, you could also make it 3 different channels. That way you can see which language your audience speaks. You can also see the specifics of each video if it's on the same channel. So if your channel grows a little bit, then you will get all of the options to see the analytics of each video, etc. And you can see per video like who's watching it, what language do they speak, etc. You could separate it into 3 channels, but then you would have to manage 3 channels, which I personally find not manageable. I was thinking about making a second channel for a while because I've been using Orphea 333 for so long and there's so much crap on it. But yeah, like I like to have one channel for everything. I find that the people who have multiple channels that aren't like super big YouTubers who have like a main channel and a vlog channel, then I find it kind of useless. But that's just my opinion. So yeah. Um, and that Tio was thinking about playlists. Yes. But I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to start preparing dinner. We're gonna eat some veggies, and I think we're gonna eat some salmon with the veggies, like a cold dinner, or I'm gonna eat a cold dinner at least. Maybe Jeroen wants to eat something else, and I will make him something else. But I'm way too hot to eat hot food because it's like 30 degrees out here. Yeah, I love my veggies. I don't eat them enough. But like when I buy veggies, I pre-cut them. And then I put them into like Tupperware bins into the fridge so that when I want to eat them, I don't have to put a lot of effort in them because otherwise I'm just too lazy and I will not take the effort to cut up my veggies at the time being, so I won't eat them. So yeah. Anyhow, thank you so much everyone for joining. This was really fun. Cindy is telling me that she will send me the link to Lucia. Yes, send it to me. I will check her out after I've eaten. Thank you again so much for joining. I hope to see you one of the next times. I'm never sure when I'm gonna do live streams. It all depends what I'm doing that day. If I'm playing Minecraft the entire day, if I'm crafting, if I'm doing something else. If I'm not even at home, then it's really impossible to live stream. But yeah, I hope to see you somewhere in the future. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.